Does he have a sibling? Does he have a sibling? Can they coach after 4 nights? Can they coach after 4 nights? We have a field trip. We have a field trip. Do you have vegan options? Do you have vegan options? Are there stepsons a philosopher? Are there stepsons a philosopher? Have we taught in 5 seconds before? Have we taught in 5 seconds before? My classmate likes to play football. My classmate likes to play football. He's not telling the whole truth. He's not telling the whole truth. May occur frequently. May occur frequently. The movie is making a lot of noise. The movie is making a lot of noise. The doctor is ready to see you. The doctor is ready to see you. I like your shoes. I like your shoes. Should I wash it? Should I wash it? It should not sink immediately. It should not sink immediately. A beautiful piece of jewelry. A beautiful piece of jewelry. Was your aunt a rower? Was your aunt a rower? Play your cards right. Play your cards right. He is proud of his achievements. He is proud of his achievements. He played video games all day. He played video games all day. Pour cold water over something. Pour cold water over something. Are you limited every week? Are you limited every week? Tom and Sarah are getting married. Tom and Sarah are getting married. I like Mexican food. I like Mexican food. I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to this. It will be printed every year. It will be printed every year. It never connects. It never connects. I didn't mean to scare you. I didn't mean to scare you. You don't always improve. You don't always improve. You hit the nail on the head. You hit the nail on the head. Am I generally improving? Am I generally improving? Will he work as a plumber later? Will he work as a plumber later? His goal is to become a doctor. His goal is to become a doctor. He could not always practice pharmacy. He could not always practice pharmacy. Email received yesterday. Email received yesterday. He has a younger sister. He has a younger sister. Do you like taking photos? Do you like taking photos? Is our stepson a bailiff? Is our stepson a bailiff? These are noisy birds. These are noisy birds. I can be commander at noon. I can be commander at noon. What's special about today? What's special about today? Won't you measure at dawn? Won't you measure at dawn? A mosquito just bit me. A mosquito just bit me. Will I finalize it? Will I finalize it? Do you have cars for people? Do you have cars for people? He called his mother. He called his mother. Won't he lose? Won't he lose? I have to sell my house. I have to sell my house. Doesn't it allow? Doesn't it allow? Isn't it experience? Isn't it experience? Where are you from? Where are you from? Your half-brother is an undertaker. Your half-brother is an undertaker. Get advice from someone. Get advice from someone. The car is fast. The car is fast. Where do you live? Where do you live? They did not offer it often. They did not offer it often. But we use the car. But we use the car. This is good for me. This is good for me. Do you want to come? Do you want to come? Do they score frequently? Do they score frequently? It looks awful. He must be sick. It looks awful. He must be sick. I will help you with all your recovery questions. I will help you with all your recovery questions. Can I refill my lychee juice? Can I refill my lychee juice? This will happen in our lifetime. This will happen in our lifetime. I am good, thanks. I am good, thanks. Doesn't he comment? Doesn't he comment? Like we just talked about, Tommy. Like we just talked about, Tommy. I have various kinds of flowers. I have various kinds of flowers. 7:45. 7:45. Each of them brought a gift. Each of them brought a gift. They are engineers. They are engineers. I go for a walk in the park every day. I go for a walk in the park every day. The window opened due to the wind. The window opened due to the wind. Can I borrow your strategy guide? Can I borrow your strategy guide? Do you sell fresh cheese? Do you sell fresh cheese? We can be successful every day. We can be successful every day. Sorry, I got stuck in traffic. Sorry, I got stuck in traffic. Your stepdaughter is a curator. Your stepdaughter is a curator. Time flies when you're having fun. Time flies when you're having fun. Will he impose it immediately? Will he impose it immediately? Is his grandson a civil servant? Is his grandson a civil servant? Don't you rarely need to lock it? Don't you rarely need to lock it? Couldn't he get dressed? Couldn't he get dressed? He'll be back in a few hours. He'll be back in a few hours. You can go now. You can go now. I don't notice anything special about him. I don't notice anything special about him. I'm here for vacation. I'm here for vacation. Our daughter was a physiologist. Our daughter was a physiologist. Was your colleague the dean? Was your colleague the dean? You are counted. You are counted. You can become a monk immediately. You can become a monk immediately. Haven't I played before? Haven't I played before? He has a cat with blue eyes. He has a cat with blue eyes. Is there something we missed? Is there something we missed? Is my daughter a lifeguard? Is my daughter a lifeguard? The sun began to set and the city lights disappeared. The sun began to set and the city lights disappeared. I am a vegetarian. I am a vegetarian. We don't hear it much. We don't hear it much. You will need to buy a new phone. You will need to buy a new phone. Have I never been a spy? Have I never been a spy? The dog barks loudly. The dog barks loudly. We didn't print it 5 years ago. We didn't print it 5 years ago. He wouldn't check it. He wouldn't check it. They extend at noon. They extend at noon. The river flows calmly. The river flows calmly. How long have you been experiencing the problem? How long have you been experiencing the problem? His mother is an agent. His mother is an agent. We should probably go. We should probably go. Much more crowded. Much more crowded. You must miss him so much. You must miss him so much. I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered. I don't recognize it at noon. I don't recognize it at noon. Doesn't he watch as the sun rises? Doesn't he watch as the sun rises? Their neighbors are preachers. Their neighbors are preachers. Do they translate annually? Do they translate annually? We are watching a movie tonight. We are watching a movie tonight. Your stepsister is a shoemaker. Your stepsister is a shoemaker. Shouldn't it be reduced? Shouldn't it be reduced? He likes painting. He likes painting. Thank you for feedback. Thank you for feedback. The bird sings in the morning. The bird sings in the morning. Does he play the piano? Does he play the piano? Did you continue at night? Did you continue at night? Were their husbands a stylist? Were their husbands a stylist? The car was parked illegally. The car was parked illegally. He can often be a sports announcer. He can often be a sports announcer. There will be new flights at the airport. There will be new flights at the airport. We won't like it. We won't like it. Her mother was a ballerina. Her mother was a ballerina. You will love this place. You will love this place. You may not be able to continue next year. You may not be able to continue next year. They were not employed 4 years ago. They were not employed 4 years ago. Kidnapped after 5 weeks? Kidnapped after 5 weeks? It cost a fortune. It cost a fortune. Serving breakfast all day? Serving breakfast all day? Let's continue to lead by example. Let's continue to lead by example. I take it at sunrise. I take it at sunrise. I don't watch television at all. I don't watch television at all. We watched a movie. We watched a movie. Is it possible to split the check between two cards? Is it possible to split the check between two cards? Do we need to do anything? Do we need to do anything? Aren't you hurt now? Aren't you hurt now? Shouldn't we participate every month? Shouldn't we participate every month? Doesn't he usually do butchering? Doesn't he usually do butchering? Is his aunt a housewife? Is his aunt a housewife? How many do you want? How many do you want? We will go out even if it rains. We will go out even if it rains. I'll finish cooking dinner soon. I'll finish cooking dinner soon. I am proud of your achievements. I am proud of your achievements. How many spoons are in the drawer? How many spoons are in the drawer? He shouted 1 minute ago. He shouted 1 minute ago. What is your purpose? What is your purpose? I'll be watching you. I'll be watching you. We don't have a cat. We don't have a cat. My grandson was a publisher. My grandson was a publisher. Sorry for the delay. Sorry for the delay. Should you be a naturalist? Should you be a naturalist? What's the coffee of the day? What's the coffee of the day? Can I have a glass of iced tea, please? Can I have a glass of iced tea, please? I need some break. I need some break. Can we find a middle ground here? Can we find a middle ground here? Even though it's bad, I love it. Even though it's bad, I love it. I couldn't care less. I couldn't care less. Will it come after 5 midnight? Will it come after 5 midnight? Let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. Are our grandparents boxers? Are our grandparents boxers? Could he decide? Could he decide? Your health is important to us. Your health is important to us. I own this property. I own this property. I may try a different hairstyle. I may try a different hairstyle. Does not continue. Does not continue. What are the details of this ticket? What are the details of this ticket? We can go shopping after work. We can go shopping after work. Don't hesitate to contact us if you have any concerns. Don't hesitate to contact us if you have any concerns. They ran a marathon. They ran a marathon. We can experience it immediately. We can experience it immediately. The baby cried all night. The baby cried all night. Have you ever tried scuba diving? Have you ever tried scuba diving? Is his wife a messenger? Is his wife a messenger? How many hours are there in a day? How many hours are there in a day? Would I never become a politician? Would I never become a politician? Let me give you an example. Let me give you an example. Good morning. How are you today? Good morning. How are you today? We make an extraordinary impact. We make an extraordinary impact. They will continue every year. They will continue every year. You may not be able to guess after 3 days. You may not be able to guess after 3 days. Can't they fire the fighter at dusk? Can't they fire the fighter at dusk? We will take a walk in the park. We will take a walk in the park. I went to Hawaii last summer. I went to Hawaii last summer. Was your uncle a hairdresser? Was your uncle a hairdresser? We won't be doing engineering anytime soon. We won't be doing engineering anytime soon. Is there a problem? Is there a problem? I need to prepare a timetable on Sunday. I need to prepare a timetable on Sunday. He could find work in the city. He could find work in the city. It's pouring rain. It's pouring rain. Can't he become an entrepreneur next year? Can't he become an entrepreneur next year? Were you responsible? Were you responsible? It writes properly. It writes properly. It was funny. It was funny. It can fit monthly. It can fit monthly. You shouldn't get hurt. You shouldn't get hurt.